Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here,
I'm Mona and this is Dhruv
and we are the EV Kiwis.
Today we're doing something fun. We're going to be sprucing up and jazzing up our Tesla.
So Teslas by themselves are a complete package, but there's always a few accessories that you can add to make that experience even better. So today we'll be showing you guys some accessories that we've added that actually provide some utility and make your life easier. Alright, so the most essential accessory to have in your car is the floor mats. Now, we're quite lucky in this part of the world that the standard range Tesla actually comes with the floor mats in the car. If you're from the States, you will have to get floor mats for the car as well. So what we've done is we've got the floor mats for the boot storage space, and our trunk as well. Now these are all weather mats and they're great because they provide that extra bit of protection if you have something wet, something dirty to put in your car and make sure that the car stays protected.
Alright, now we come to the largest storage compartment in the center console. Now we mentioned that these were very deep. So what we've got is the storage tray that breaks it apart. Now they're super deep, which means that anything you put in this storage compartment has a tendency to get lost, especially if they're smaller things. So what this tray does is it's got little compartments. If you've got smaller things, you can actually put them in here and you can put the larger things at the bottom, and these are easy to slide in and out. So that means you've got things that are very segregated and they're easier to find. Now we move on to the smaller storage compartment that we've got. Now this little slidey tray also was very deep. So what we've got is another little tray. It's smaller than the one for the larger compartment. You can put your shades in there. You can put little hair ties if you need to, lipsticks if you want to carry that around. And what this also does is it helps with the deeper compartment, which is also very deep, to have things like your charging cables or wires or any USB hub that you want to put in there. So it's got enough space. Now the cool thing about this tray that's different from the larger compartment is actually once it's in, you don't need to keep taking it out. You can actually just slide it in, be able to utilize the bottom compartment and then pull it out to be able to use the top compartment. Another cool thing is in the lid of the storage compartment, this little space that we had, it was actually completely empty and it was a little waste of space, I would say. So what we've got is this little slider that I think is super cool. It's almost like a secret hidden compartment that you've got. It goes up and down and you can actually hide smaller things. So things like if you've got a passport you're traveling with and you just need to leave it in the car for whatever reason and need to walk away, there is a hidden compartment that you can put that in, or you want to leave your cards in there, or if you've got a smaller wallet, it's something that it's got enough space for you to utilize if you want, and it's just hidden away and it looks normal.
So just like most cars out there, Teslas have these two cup holders in the center console. But unfortunately, they're a little too large. So what happens is when you put something thin like this thin drink bottle here, or a small coffee cup, it tends to rattle and move around. So we have this nifty piece of accessory, a cup holder adjuster, that essentially you pop in the middle. And now what you can do is you can pop in things here and then they will stay still and not rattle around.
Now we come to the Tesla doors. Now, a lot of the cars actually already have a little pocket around the door handles that you can put little bits of stuff in it, and you're usually used to. Tesla actually don't, so it's just got a pure handle to open the doors. So what we've got, and especially because I was used to this, is I've got a little pocket that goes into the door handle, and you can put little knickknacks in there, or hair ties when you're driving, or something very small that you easily need access to can go in the little pocket in there and actually doesn't disrupt or have any issues or cause any issues when you're opening the door. So I think this is a very nifty little pocket to have, and it goes on all four doors, not just the driver's and the passenger seat, which is, I think, really great.
With the amount of accessories everyone has these days, you just can't have enough USB ports. So Teslas by default have two USB ports up the front and two down the back. So we've got this USB hub that adds in an additional two ports. It gives you two USB-A and two USB-C ports. It fits in perfectly in this front storage compartment of the center console, and it actually provides you with two additional ports that can fast charge your phones as well.
And now we come to the most important part about a Tesla, protecting that wonderful screen of ours in the center. Now, if you've ever had a device that's got a glass screen, you know the biggest problem we've got is it can get scratched, it smudges with all the fingerprints, or there's glare. Now, what we thought, and I think it's super important, is actually having a screen protector. It's protects it from scratches. The one we've got is a tempered glass, just like your phone screen protectors nowadays, and it helps with dust, it helps with fingerprints. It's matte, so there's no glare that can affect while you're driving. It keeps everything clear, and it's scratch proof. So definitely top things to get will be a screen protector to keep that screen in mint condition.
Now, although you will be using the inbuilt touchscreen to control most of the features of the car, like the navigation and the music, there will be some occasions where you may want to use your phone. So having a phone mount is actually quite nice. So this mount that we have here from Tema is actually quite nice because it seamlessly fits into the air vents of the Tesla. And it's pretty cool because you can press this button and it's electronic. So it opens up, it charges via USB, and as soon as you pop your phone in, it closes down. So you can have your phone in portrait mode or tilt it around to be in landscape mode. Now this is really cool because it's right in my peripheral vision. So for those people that miss a screen right in the front, you can actually put a bit of software that puts your speed right in front of your steering wheel.
Alright, one of the cool things to have, and if you're someone like me, you definitely need a tissue box in every car. You need it everywhere, right? So now I wanted something sleek and minimalistic to go with my Tesla and the interiors for it, and that's where this wonderful tissue box came into play. And it's nice and sleek, goes with the logo, it's got a nice Tesla logo. So we've got it on the dash so that it doesn't slide away and it's easy to access. You can have it in the center as well because it looks very nice, minimalist, and cool. So my favorite, I think, so far.
This next piece of accessory is probably not an essential to have, but it definitely spices up how your Tesla looks. So by default, the standard range and the long range model comes with black pedals. So what you can do is you can pop it off and put on these silver, nice looking, awesome pedals that give your car that performance model look. Alright, now we come to the boot. Accessorizing our boot. One thing we found really important, and I think it's really good, is that the boot in the Tesla has this little hidden compartment here, and it's got a little space that you can put larger drinks, or whether it be cleaning supplies or anything that you want to keep segregated from the things in the boot, and that's where this divider comes in. Now you can put whatever you need to in this, whether it be cleaning supplies or drinks or whatever, and you can actually it's got Velcro on the edges that you can just stick and be done with. Now it makes sure that nothing topples over onto your main boot, or it's hidden away if you need to hide cleaning supplies in there for whatever reason. So yeah, I thought this was a very nice little compartment and divider to have. Talking about the boot, there's one more little nifty little thing that I think is super awesome, and that is this little hook. Now, down here, there's actually a little screw that hangs out. It can be a bit of a hazard, but we thought we'd turn it into a utility item. Now, this little hook can actually screw into there, where you can actually then go and put in grocery bags. And now, what we can do is we take our little grocery bag and we can actually hook it into place, and it makes sure that it doesn't fall or move around, and makes sure that all your groceries and things that you're hooking onto there stay intact and in place. Alright, we're at the front now. The hooks up at the front are slightly different to the ones that were in the boot. Now, these are the little plastic hooks that come in that you can actually just plop in this empty space that's on the front. Now, these are great for if you get takeaways and you get those little plastic bags and you don't want your food just going everywhere in the boot, and you don't want the food smell in the car. These are perfect to just hook in and push down, and these will work and hold your food in place. Now, you can also do it with grocery bags. The only thing you'll see is because the grocery bags are made of cloth and a bit thicker, they do hang on, which is great. They're not going to go anywhere, but you can't actually lock this in. But it's still great to make sure that things are not flying about in the boot. But if you do have plastic bags for wet togs or for food, you can actually just click it in place and it'll stay there. So Teslas don't actually come with mud flaps, and these are a key in protecting your paint from mud and debris. We'll be doing a video later to show you how these are installed and how they perform when we put them through the test. So up the front underneath the bonnet, Teslas have this air intake system, and if you lift this cover off right here, you can see that by default this is actually left empty. So what happens is dust and debris can actually tend to go inside the air intake system. So what we have here is these air filters and a blocker to prevent any dust and debris from getting in there. And now you'll have this wind protected from anything getting inside, and also ensuring that you get clean air going through the system. So the next thing we want to show you guys is this rubber seal that we got. Now the sunroof right here actually has got a slit that slides across the windscreen and the sides, and what happens is little pieces of debris might get inside. So this kit actually has two functions. It helps prevent anything from getting in, and it actually is meant to reduce wind noise from getting inside your car. Now personally, I haven't found much of a difference, but Mona on the other hand, who's more sensitive to noises, has actually felt something. So what we'll do is we'll actually do a detailed review on this a bit later on and see how this performs. But for now, it's protecting us from things like leaves and other remains getting inside these slits.
Now these cute little things in my hand aren't actually hockey pucks, but a very important thing for an EV to have. These little jack pads are specific to Tesla, but you can get them for other EVs as well. Now these ones, as you'll notice, EVs don't actually have a spot at the bottom to easily be able to jack the car up to change a tire. There are batteries at the bottom, so if you put a normal jack in, you have a high chance of probably puncturing the battery, so don't do that. Now normally, most places you go to get a tire fixed, as EVs don't have a spare tire, will or should have something of these to be able to do that. But if you're stuck somewhere out there and you've got a truck or a service that's come out to help you repair a tire and they don't have these, it's a great idea to keep a spare set in your car to help you. There's little holes at the bottom of the Tesla where these just slide up and they will be able to help raise the car up using a jack. So yeah, if you don't have them, that's okay, but we thought it was a very good thing to have as a safety precaution, always carrying these in the car. They're very tiny and they can slide into a car anywhere. So that's what these are for, these little jack pads.
If you liked any of the accessories we showcased today and are thinking about getting them yourselves, they're linked down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for us.
And if you think we've missed any accessories that you love and would love to share with us, let us know in the comments below. We love talking to you guys, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next week.
Stay charged!